witches! It's WitchAngelNekora, and welcome back to Pesterquest. Y'all have no idea how long it took me to actually get this game booted up. When I was updating it, it screwed up twice. Because it's made with a Ren'Py engine, and I kept getting the a couple crashes, and so I reinstalled at least 3 times. And now we're here. And thankfully, I checked out the update on the Steam page. Today, we're doing Aradia and Tavros, my 2 favorite low bloods. Not to say that I don't like Solix as well, but Aradia, my favorite little rust blood, and Tavros is my favorite little copper blood. They're so cool. And we have a glimmering gold and cold iron for Tavros, and it's pronounced Aradia. I think that one's because people pronounce Aradia's name differently because they don't know the correct pronunciation. But we're getting into glimmering gold and cold iron. You're enjoying a brisk, head-clearing walk in the Alternian moonlight when the plot comes screaming towards you. Literally. You really don't have time for introspection. Ah! Hi, Tavros! He just keeps moving in a wheelchair, just like, mew! Oh, that was funny. That's what I needed after all that crap I went through. That's perfect. You turn your head to see a guy in a wheelchair whizzing down a nearby hill. He's got a phone in one hand, making it difficult for him to control his descent with the other. Quickly rush over in time to see him hit a rock and go flying through the air with an impressive arc. Ugh. You bring the fallen wheelchair over to him. He stares at you for a second and then pulls himself back into it with a grunt.
Thank you, weird and ugly alien stranger.
Tavros is so adorable. I love him so much. I mean, he was so adorable. I just want to hug him. Once he's settled into his chair, you look over the boy you just helped. He's lanky and scrawny except for his oversized horns, giving the impression of a boy going through a very upward puberty. His wheelchair is simple and flimsy and looks like it's gone through a lot of wear and tear.
Introductorily speaking, I should say my name is Tavros.
Tavros! As it is now usual for you, the name sounds familiar even though you're not sure of any other friends mention him by name. You give him a proper greeting and ask what happened. He nods over towards an old watchtower at the top of the hill.
I was attempting to scale towards the tower to acquire a rare fetus spawn go monster, which is named Wolfapine.
Oh, so in this universe they have a Pokemon Go thing called Fetus Spawn Go. I like that! Ooh, if anyone wants to add me on Pokemon Go, I'll gladly give you my friend code.
It's ranked 8th in Mystic Triple Rare class, which is one of the rarest of all, at least concerning monsters that can be found in lower-blighted neighborhoods. But it appears to be tragically out of my reach, no matter how much I believe in my ability to pursue it.
You don't know what a fetus spawn is, but maybe you could help? You've wriggled a few monsters in your time.
What?
You know, you could help him push him up the hill. Maybe fight some giant horrifying beast. The usual.
Oh, wow. I normally expected to do everything myself, always. The only trolls who offer me help are those who live too far away to actually do anything of consequence. Which is fine, I get it, but it's pretty useless to me. Anyway, no.
What?
I don't want your help. If I could take it, I'll be weakening myself and failing to grow the troll. I'll just have to try again and again, and get grievously hurt in the process anyway, probably. Don't worry.
Tavros begins to wheel back towards the hill. You know how the story goes. You'll have to spend your entire evening convincing this poor troll boy that it's okay to accept help from others. He launched into a gentle pitch about help from friend Ken.
Oh, well, if you say so, then I accept your help.
Oh, that was easy. Oh, he's just so precious. I just want to give him a big ol' hug. You know, it's kind of funny. Every time I look at Tavros, but I kind of imagine him what he looked like without the horns. And he kind of reminds me of my friend I had. You follow Tavros up the hill. When he reaches the steepest part and his wheels begin to lose traction, step in behind him and give him the little push that he needs. 2 of you are successful in scaling the hill. Then Tavros grins and taps his phone. Oh, it's a phone game? No real monsters involved? Holy crap, this is new to you.
Yes, Wolf Pine is now acquired. Thank you so greatly. Maybe the cartoons for regulars are right all along. And friendship is truly the greatest source of power to exist.
Hello, My Little Pony. We meet again. And I missed it. I missed my favorite pony. I miss Derpy. And I miss Fluttershy. Okay. I'm a Pegasus-sister. Shut up. But Derpy will always be best pony. I don't care if she was renamed Muffins. She'll always be Derpy to me. Finally, Sony gets you. You ask if he wants a quick ride home, and he tilts his head in confusion.
I already have a ride. Always. Sitting in it.
Not like that. You tell him it's hard to explain. Just trust you on this one.
Okay, let's go.
With that, you grip his chair and focus your energy and zap on over to his hive.
Whoa! Are you magic?
Oh, look at the wall. Look at his wall. Pupa Pan. Got the fetus spawn cards and the balls in the back. You know, the little fetus spawn orbs. And his walls are covered with like really pretty imagery, like Tinkerbell. But his looseness is named Tinker Bowl. Oh, I love his room. Sadly, his horns are too big to help him get into his Recoupcocoon properly, and I hate that. He can't get a good night's sleep because of it. But hey, at least he manages. And you see that his flarping spear in the background. That's kind of cool.
Yes. Awesome. Do you know any fairies?
No. Oh, actually, I do in real life. Because I hang bells from my door, and whenever fairies are near, they jingle. Or whenever someone opens my door a little too fast.
Shucks.
Tavros glances around the room and you follow suit. Your eyes filled an advertisement for the theatrical run of Pupa Pan. A pinch of special stardust is all it takes to fly. Brought to you by Her Imperious Condescension's 19th favorite theater company. Reserved seating for high bloods. Hecklers will be cold. Wow. Nice. The rest of the room is rather plain and sparsely decorated. The floor is scattered with messy gaming supplies.
So, this is my hive. What do you think? Would you characterize this pad as sufficiently cool?
You want a framed picture of a fey trickster in booty shorts. Sure, yeah. This pad is cool as hell. Oh, come on! Fairies in booty shorts. It's adorable. I love that.
Excellent. I hoped you would. Your approval is most good to have. I thought you might be uninterested on account of me being boring and kind of sad.
Aw, boring is that kid's your favorite, you tell Tavros. Wait, that sounds terrible. Ignore that. You mean you relish the opportunity to make people less sad?
Oh, don't worry then, because I'm definitely sorrowful, never satisfied. Also, I'm not great in talking either, so we have at least one point of failure in common.
Oh, don't feel bad. I have a lot of anxiety issues myself, including agoraphobia, severe anxiety, and a bunch of other problems. So, we definitely have something in common, Tavros. Thanks. Tavros flashes you a thumbs up and a wink. He wheels closer to you, and one of his scattered cards crunches under a tread and gets stuck, necessitating a bit of finagling. You must admit, you're a little surprised by the wheelchair. Your experiences on Alternio would suggest that their culture is not very kind to the disabled.
Oh, it very isn't. There's a long story behind the fact of me being like this. Kanaya says it's not to talk about it because it hurts my self-esteem.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You turn your attention to one of his cards. Or some of his cards. Perhaps he could teach you...
Well, if you insist, we'll reveal to you my tragic backstory. I used to be more of a hardcore gamer who would do the extreme roleplays. I had a friend, or I thought she was my friend, who I did flarp with.
Vriska. Oh, you're familiar with Flarp. You're a divine urchin. Come to think of it, you have a great Flarp friend who you might love to meet.
Well, I don't play anymore. But this old friend of mine did a very bad thing to me, resulting in a chain of revenge that was very tragical. Essentially, the story is that I was thrown off a cliff. Secondly, and became heavily injured, which resulted in my legs not working.
Oh, God, that sounds terrible.
The cOPPER continues to hassle me, sometimes in ways which are supposedly remorseful, but mostly continue to make me feel bad. For instance, trying to make me learn how to climb stairs, or fight better, or tell me I'm useless and awful because I can't. Although she sent me this four-wheeled device, which helps me not be cold, or that's nice, I guess. Although maybe she wouldn't have done that if I didn't say to. I don't know, she's hard to understand. Sometimes very nice, and then other times extremely not nice. And I can't figure out how she truly feels about me.
Wow. This girl Tavros is talking about seems like a real piece of work. You're glad none of your friends or anything like that.
It's Vriska, you idiot! Yeah, but maybe it's best not to think about her, actually. Kanaya was right. Why don't I teach her how to play Tavros?
Oh, great. It's her. Tavros freezes up instinctively.
Oh no, that's her! The one who injured me!
Oh, no. Your spine ice is over. You recognize that telltale exaggerated call. But how can this be? How could your dear, sweet, precious friend Vriska have done such a horrible thing to... Okay, no. This tracks. Maybe she did do one thing wrong. But why? Isn't that like the other kids she killed? You know Vriska is violent and volatile? She had to be to survive. But to harass Tavros after the fact, just instead of feeding him to her Lucis? It doesn't make sense. It feels sick to your stomach.
Hey, Tavros. You haven't been answering my messages. We need to talk.
Her voice comes from outside the window as it moves around the perimeter of the house. You glance at Tavros' stricken face as you hear the sound of keys jingling in a lock. Frick. She has keys to his hive? Ugh. Hey, Vriska.
Deal with it.
Tavros groans and leans back in his chair. Vriska barges into the respite block and then freezes up.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you say with an awkward wave. Vriska seems uncomfortable.
I didn't know you knew this dark.
It's a friendship in progress. Tavros has told you about things about their past together.
Of course he has. Okay, listen.
I know it sounds bad because it is, and I get that, okay?
Way back then.
Way back when.
It was less than a week ago.
As part of a flap campaign that went way off the rails, and Tavros ended up getting thrown off a cliff. It was basically my fault. But that's all in the past now. Things are better now. I hooked Tavros up with a sweet wheelchair and everything.
It's, not that sweet.
Shut up, Tavros. I'm talking about how terrible I feel about hurting you. Tavros cringes. You try to intercede on his behalf. Why is Vriska here? Alright. I'm here to extend an olive branch. Very magnificently so, if you ask me. Teresi and I are getting the band back together. Not for Flarp, obviously.
That ship has sailed, but we're gonna whip this planet into shape and we need all the help we can get. Spend enough time moping around uselessly. It's time for some action. You're in, right? No. What do you mean, no? I mean, I don't really want to do anything exciting or dangerous like that. And, especially because you're gonna be involved, I don't think it'd be good for me to also be. Oh, come on. Things are totally square between us, Tavros. We all got hurt. Besides, I'm trying to help you live up to your potential. You could be somebody. You could probably start living up to your legacy. I don't want to be somebody. At least not your kind of somebody. Tough luck, Torador. Now's that chance. If nothing changes by the time your rites of maturation roll around, you're screwed. The drones will call you in an instant. Yeah, the rites of maturation are more like a test to see if you're ready to be an adult. It's like puberty, sort of. But in this case, it's a kill or be killed. Vriska turns to you, her eyes wide, her fist trembling. Her frustrated glare barely conceals the desperation beneath. I mean, you agree with me, right? Tavros needs to shape up. He needs us. It's time to put the past behind us and move on. I'm just trying to help him. She leaned closer. It's obvious she wants you to back her up. Oh, I don't know! Oh my god, there's a three-way path here! We've never had a three-way path when it comes to this. Oh my god, so what do I pick? I am pretty neutral. Because Tavros needs to decide what he wants to do, and Vriska needs to shut the hell up. Ugh. Don't worry. I can always rewind time in case we pick up the wrong ending. So I'm gonna be neutral. What do you think yours? Centrist? This is a choice-driven narrative game. And that obviously means having to choose between two equally unsatisfying, mutually incompatible options, which will forever alienate you from the side you did not pick. Try again. Then why was that option there? I was out with Tavros. You take a step closer to Tavros and Vriska visibly deflates. Come on, Nekora Ravenswood. You can't seriously be on his side. Hey, he did nothing wrong. He doesn't want to do this. You're just being a pain in the butt. Don't force him to do something he doesn't want to do. Blah, blah, you bitch. Yes, you can be, and you are. You think you understand now? You see how Vriska took her suffering and bitterness and passed it along? See how, under beastly tutelage, she learned to sink her fangs into her prey and tell herself she was doing it for their own good. In these two, you see a microcosm of Alternia, of hurting kids, until finally the buck stops at the kindest or weakest among them. No matter how much sympathy you have for her, you can't stand an alley by and let Vriska continue the cycle of hurt. You tell Vriska to look at Tavros. Really look at him. And ask herself if her help has done anything for him. Isn't this the kind of suffering that she and Terezi want to prevent? Right now, the best thing she can do for Tavros is to leave him alone. Leave him alone? You don't get it. None of you do. If I leave him alone, he's toast. Seriously, how have you not figured that out by now? You've seen what this planet is like. You think we could just flip a switch and fix everything over day? He's a worthless loser living in a world that hates losers. And if that doesn't change, he's going to die a sad, pathetic death. And you and Kanaya and everyone else are just enabling him. When he croaks, it's going to be on your head, not mine. So if you'd rather hang out with Tavros in his make-believe fairyland, be my guest. But some of us are still going to be living here in the real world. Jeez. Vriska sounds like my dead stepdad. I hope his soul is burning in hell. You and Vriska spent a while staring at one another. All you can muster is a look of pity, which only seems to incense her further. Her face scrunches up and goes steely and flat. Her voice is icily calm. You two have your fun. I'm out. Vriska slams the door shut as she leaves. Tavros exhales a long sigh of relief. Well, that went pretty well for an encounter with Vriska, all things considered. I only feel somewhat terrible about who I am.
Slowly, gently, you place a comforting hand on Tavros' shoulder and tell him that he deserves better than this. It's not his fault. Vriska is difficult.
Yeah, Kanaya says that too. I sometimes almost believe her when she does.
The room is silent except for a faint wriggling noise coming from some of the balls on Tavros' floor. You don't know what to say.
Would you enjoy playing some fetus fun with me, perhaps? As a manner of distraction?
Oh, frick yes, you tell him. Let's spawn some fetuses? Yeah. Your flap experience inured you to Alternian game design, so you're only mildly nauseated when Tavros shows you the physical version of how fetus spawn works. Chitinous purple creatures explode from gooey orbs and infest plushies, before bursting out in the form of large monsters with more limbs than you're comfortable with. Yeah, that sounds about right. Also, you have a handful of cards which boost their attributes or allow you to interfere with your opponent's monsters. There's a lot to keep track of here. Before too long, the room is full of chittering, purple monstrosities and queefy-looking host plushies on the verge of birthing even more abominations. You're so lost. But do you think you're winning? Your creatures appear to be doing a better job of preying on its host plushies and spawning more themselves. Got a meter in the corner that keeps going up while his goes down. That's good, right? You think it's good, at least where victory is concerned. But you're more concerned with the dejected look on Tavros' face. He doesn't seem to be giving the game his all. You ask him if he's doing okay.
No.
Oh, okay. You just came out and said it.
My fun has been stymied, I think, by my thoughts about Vriska.
He wheels himself over to the window and looks despondently out.
I used to like Vriska a lot, you know, and admire her for many qualities that were good, such as being very confident or having skill at games.
Aww.
But now I just hate her. Or feel like I should hate her, but instead do not feel those feelings. In a place I feel very conflicted and bad about myself. I wonder if there's something wrong I can't feel as angry as I should. Or make myself become strong enough to talk to her properly about my feelings. It's just a big mess.
Glance again at the posters lining Tavros' walls. Sprightly fairy girls with confident smiles, long messy hair and blue color schemes. The resemblance to Vriska is uncanny, but superficial. She's never going to be like the girl from the posters. That's just not who Vriska is. Have you not seen what she looks like in God Tier? She looks like this. But for a sad, hurt boy who likes to dream, she must seem so painfully close. This is a problem too big for you to untangle right now. You need to redirect Tavros' thought. You close your eyes and ask your intuition, what should you do? We're gonna be like Pupa Pan and help him fly. From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of glimmering gold. When you open your eyes, Pupa Pan stares back at you. Unlike him, you don't have special stardust, but you think you might have something better. You tell Tavros to be right back. Sort of. The now familiar Prospidian spires greet you. You swoop through the shiny architecture until you find those towers that seem to house the dreaming children. Soon enough, Tavros' dream self can be found in one tower, nestled comfortably in a Rakupa queen. You poke him on the cheek. No response. You give him a little shake. Nothing. With a sigh, you rear back your hand and slap him. Hard. Tavros remains asleep. He's practically comatose. Why? This feels so off. Karkat is awake and Tavros isn't. And something about that is just wrong. It's all wrong. How can you help Tavros under these circumstances? Oh, here we go. Tavros yawns as he rises blearily from his slumber and squints around. He crawls out of the Cocoon and reaches over to the ramp beside it with an instinctual motion. Whoa! His hands find no wheelchair and he tumbles over and then quickly rises and realizes with a start that he is floating in midair.
Whoa, what?
Surprise! You informed Tavros that this is the mystical world of dreams. That is part of the game he was supposed to play one day, but now it is going to. Maybe? Probably? To be honest, you still don't know exactly how this works. But you do know this is a land where you can fly.
That seems highly improbable. If such a world would exist. Especially that I'd be allowed to enter it and fly freely around with no repercussions. It just seems like a thing that would never eventually happen to me. Does it not?
But it is happening, you tell him. You prove by pinching his arm. He flinches.
Why did you just assault me?
It's a thing. Pinching is okay. This is a cultural misunderstanding, but the fact that he can feel pain should prove that this place is real. Or at least as real as the magic dream world can be.
I see. And my arm did certainly hurt in a realistic manner, as well as my feelings due to the uncalled for attack from a friendly individual.
Oh, for frick's sake, you can tell Tavros to stop worrying about that and start unworrying about how he can fly now.
Oh yeah!
With unsteady movements, Tavros begins to circle his dream room. He holds his hands out as he sails around, floating upwards and then dipping down. He seems to get the hang of it quickly. As he does, his face cracks into a warm smile.
Oh wow! This feels really amazing.
At your invitation, Tavros follows you out the window and sees Prospect stretching towards him. His eyes go all starry.
Can I really explore all of this area?
He can, you tell him. Probably. Just don't go barging into anyone's houses.
Oh, okay.
Tavros does loops and twirls, pirouettes around spires, and weaves through throngs of Prospidian civilians. He hoots and hollers, the anxious crescendo in his voice is nearly absent. The sound echoes among the golden towers and rebounds back at you, a cacophony of childlike exhilaration. You swoop alongside him, buoyed by his excitement, and the two of you begin to race each other around the planet. You run out of energy before Tavros does, but eventually he does come down from his high. He floats lazily beside you upside down, his mohawk hanging down onto his face. His eyes are locked on the sky and clouds, and he's wearing a wide, if oddly blank, grin.
Hey, I want to thank you for doing this for me, allowing me to feel this freedom and joy. It really means a lot.
You grin and give him a thumbs up. You're glad you can help.
Yeah, me too.
He glances up at the clouds. How long have you been out here? You figure it's probably time to head back to the real world. You'll tell him you'll teleport back and then wake him up.
What? Oh no! Don't wake me up, please! I don't want to go back to that life. And I can spend my days here, forever feeling blissful and happy for once.
You pause. That's not the response you were expecting, although I suppose you should have seen this coming. What about his friends? His responsibilities in the waking world? What happens when the drones come knocking?
Well, those are some pertinent questions which I really don't care about, though. This is where I'm happy, and where I belong. That's what you wanted, right? To help me be happy.
Right.
Then your work here is done.
He smiles at you, and you feel like you should smile back. But there's a hint of sadness behind his eyes that gives you pause. It's like he's waiting for you to take charge and tell him off for choosing escapism. Waiting for you to make the hard decision he doesn't have the guts to make. But that's not the kind of person you are. If you'd rather spend most of his time asleep, that's good enough for you. Given the planet he lives on, you can't blame him. So you give him a little wave and vanish into the ether of canon. By the time he works up the nerve to say something, you're already gone. Aww. That's a bad end. Tavros is sleepy. I'm sorry, but I want to go back with Vriska on this one. I'm so sorry, Tavros. Alright, I'm sorry, Tavros. Your side eventually led you to sleeping forever. I want to go with the cerulean bitch on this one. Sorry. You can't resist her force of personality. When Vriska speaks, it just sounds right. More like wrong at times. He tells Tavros that he should accept Vriska's offer.
Hell yeah! See you, Tavros. My buddy here agrees. Let bygones be bygones.
Tavros shrinks into his chair, small and sad. The two of you just stare at him as the awkward silence swirls like mist around you. Vriska clenches her fist and steps forward, but you quickly put a hand on her shoulder and she pauses.
Being around here is depressing, and someone doesn't want my help anyway. Whatever. Come on, Nekora Ravenswood. I've had enough bull for one night. So let's chill out somewhere less boring. Like, I don't know, maybe an arcade? Maybe a movie theater? What do people without Elusives do to take care of you? Wait, to take care of you even do?
You suggest to Vriska that you can find out. Together. She beams.
Okay. Bye, I guess.
I'm sorry, Tavros. Wait a minute. I know what to do. Hey, Pandora, can you give me another rewind? And I mean back to where we were on the Tavros side. We're gonna make him stay grounded this time. I kind of figured because Vriska's being a little too much of a pain in the butt. And we really don't want to get another bad ending, so I realized we need to go back and just help him stay grounded. Thanks, Pandora. I owe you a pie. As in the rest of the raspberry pie that's in the kitchen. From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of cold iron. When you open your eyes, Purple Pan stares back at you. You believe that faith is all it takes to fly. But you think Tavros could use something a bit more material. You put a gentle hand on his shoulder and ask him what you can do to help him spread his wings. His metaphorical wings, that is. It's not like you can ever sprout real ones. The very thought is absurd. Ever heard of God tier? Tavros sighs.
I just wish I could live more independently, I guess. To take charge of my life and become less under Vriska's thumb.
You'd think Tavros could use some better friends. Real friends.
I do have some. Nepeta is very kind to me often. Gamzee and I like to throw down sick rhymes, and Kanaya tries to help with Vriska. There's not a lot they can do when we live far away. And as nice as my Lucis is, he is unable to help me with all my issues, due to his small size limiting him and only moving and carrying small objects to me when I require them. The simple fact is that I didn't build my hive with the expectation of one day using a four-wheeled device to navigate it.
Can Tavros move to a better hive? Could you help him with that?
No. As a bronze, the stipend I receive is not enough to cover such things. Even this four-wheeled device, which is highly basic compared to some high-blood models, would have cost me over a wife's worth of savings.
As in a year.
Few changes are available to me, economically speaking, especially if I wanted to not alert drones to my unsuitedness for troll expectations.
You see, if money is the issue, that's not saying you can help him at least not directly. But you might know others who can. You tell Tavros that you're going to step out for a moment to fetch a mutual friend. Kanaya? Hey, Kanaya! He seems briefly surprised when you return with Kanaya. You guess you don't blame him. This strikes you as a pretty rare pairing, conversationally speaking.
Oh, Kanaya. It's nice to see you in person, unexpectedly. Wow, my hive is terrible looking. Sorry, but hi. You look nice.
Yes, I do. How are you faring? As my advice regarding the construction of an imaginary friend helped aid your self-esteem?
Well, I haven't really got to try it yet, so no, it hasn't, I guess.
Kanaya suppresses a sigh.
Okay.
Well, let's get right into business. I brought the materials with which to renovate your hive.
Oh,
Please advise us as to best redesign the place to suit your needs. Tavros' eyes water up and he sniffs, leaning forward in his chair.
Really? You would do that for me? Despite taking a large portion of time and effort, and presumably money as well.
I really don't spend my stipend on much besides fabric. And I intend to twist Vriska's arm until she offers a portion of her flopping treasure to foot the bill, too. And of course I did it for you. And he lets it be a rejection of my helpful sensibilities. Kanaya says it with a neutral tone and a straight face, as if there was nothing remarkable about it, but Tavros nevertheless breaks into a grin.
Wow, thanks. Okay, just give me some time to develop ideas on how to properly jack up this hive up, and deliver the most utterly dope and pimped up changes. This is gonna be so great!
You give Tavros the requested time and then begin the work in earnest. You weren't sure what to expect, but the construction process proves smoother than expected. Kanaya brings a set of alien devices which she claims to have borrowed from a sea-dwelling friend of hers. Pfeffery. One converts raw materials into a strange substance that reminds you of fruit gushers. Kanaya fells trees with a chainsaw and feeds them to the machine, and before long you have a trove of these gusher things. The other device expands the gushers to modify buildings. It has a holographic click-and-drag interface much like The Sims played in real life. You find this construction software to be incredibly handy and eerily familiar. But, honestly, you find everything eerily familiar these days. Yes, it is very convenient. Home construction has been an important part of Troll culture for as long as history remembers. Most do not know why, although, to me, the reason is obvious. Preparation for the game, which we will now no longer be playing due to outside interference. Wait, she knows about that? Yes. I figured out what was going on a day or two after you visited me, but I thought it was prudent not to get particularly dramatic about it all. That was very thoughtful of her. Yeah, I tried. Kanaya finishes feeding logs into the first device and begins to manipulate Tavros' hive with the other. Together you are a clockwork team. Tavros provides directions, Kanaya implements them with her stellar sense of design, and you provide moral support by standing around looking cute.
Okay, yes. Not just stuff over there to the left. Yeah, like that. Wait, actually right. Further, no. Okay, go back. A bit more. That's almost good. Now, make it a little bit higher. And yes, no lower.
I'm sorry. This is too much like The Sims. Sorry, I didn't voice that part because I was too busy laughing. Wow, not bad. In the end, it takes all until the next day to finish construction, which is actually great time. You're expecting to have to zap forward once or twice for the sake of narrative brevity, but with the alternative build tools, Tavros' hive is swiftly renovated. And instead of a Recupera cocoon, he has a Recupera pool, I guess? Or bathtub? It's far more spacious than it once was, with ramps and rails aplenty. Under Tavros' guidance, you widened hallways, lowered counters, revamped bathrooms. It's like a brand new house. You don't have a ribbon to cut in celebration, but Tavros summons some bizarre fetus-spawn creature to shoot confetti all over the entrance to the hive. It's all gross and sticky, and you hate every second of it, but he's having fun. After that, Tavros spends a while just exploring the hive. He wheels himself through each block, awed by the ease in which he can navigate the space. By the time he returns to his respite block, his grin is radiant. You think he likes the new place.
Oh yes, this pad is now genuinely frigid. It makes me feel way more confident, like the world is my 5-valve jewel container. Like I could say to Vriska, frick you. I don't do what you tell me, biatch. Okay, I won't probably, but I could. Actually, maybe I will say that, as well as plenty of other deliriously rude things which long I have avoided saying.
Okay, that's probably enough to tell him. Kanaya is staring icily at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. You suggest that it's a good time to settle down. The sun's will be rising pretty soon.
Right. Well, I still have some moonlight. Would you like to stay for a while, Kanaya? And play some games with us?
Oh no, that's quite alright. I'm afraid I have some duties to attend to at home. I left a dress in the oven. Yeah, she has this, like, little oven thing that, literally helps her make dresses. Kanaya blinks and carefully maintains her poise. It's made out of clay, you see. And getting experimental.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, goodbye. Whoop! She smiles at Tavros and shoots you a pointed glance. You take it as a cue to place a hand on her shoulder, concentrate on her hive, and send her back in a flash of light. Once she's gone, Tavros wheels up to you and nudges you in the hip.
So, regarding Kanaya, this could be me misreading the situation, but when I reach inside and tap into the marvelous power of self-esteem, it tells me I'm very bright and smart. Did you see the way she was smiling at me? Almost in a way to just amorous inclinations.
Tavros. She is a lesbian. He waggles his eyebrows furiously in your direction. Oh, jeez. You tell Tavros that's just what friendship looks like. She's not his type. You say.
Drat. That, oh well. I think there's a saying about this, but that the sea has many fish in it. Now that I'm feeling better, I think perhaps I will one day go fishing for a quadrant or two.
Well, to start, it's gonna take some time for this kid to figure out what genuine self-esteem is like. But like the Prospidian clouds part to reveal a brilliant sky in blue, you think Tavros is on the verge of seeing the sun. The moon? This metaphor would work better on Earth. Tavros can be more than he is, but he doesn't need to change to do it. When he offers you a smile, there's a spark of compassion behind it that tells you that he's already worth the world. All he ever needed was someone to believe in him. And money. He also needed money.
So, would you like to perhaps celebratory play a round or two or a fetus fun with me? I'm feeling much prepared to enjoy a game and perhaps think that this time I'll proceed to crush you with my incredible mind as a fetus spawn breeder. Except that I mean that in a nice way, like that of a friendly challenge. If you accept.
The word friend in that sentence is all you needed to hear. Oh yeah! I like how my character's like, what the crap is that? Oh, it's perfect. I love this. It's so cute. Even though we had to do some time travel shenanigans, we are complete with Tavros' route. Just wow. It was actually kind of complicated because I didn't realize Brisk was going to be such a pain in the butt. But I'm glad I rewound before we got too deep with Briska's part because I didn't want to have another bad ending. But Tavros is so pure. He's so sweet. He deserves more than what people give him, you know? Like, people give him so much flack for being in a wheelchair, but he's just more than a wheelchair copper blood, you know? He's just so cool. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here. Next episode, we're taking on Aradia. As in taking, path. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like button with a big old bibbity bobbity boop. So I was trying to do a boop in like a Tavros voice, but I kind of screwed up there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah! Stay magical, my friends. Huh. I actually want to go play Pokemon Go now.